Tunisian authorities have warned they will take sterner measures following a spike in coronavirus infections in football. Some 200 players and technical staff have tested positive, with all football teams across the North African nation reporting cases. As CGTN's Adnen Chaouachi tells us, the government has now called for stricter adherence to health protocols.
The Health Committee at the Tunisian Football Federation announced that the health condition of all players and technical staff in many clubs are not critical.
The Tunisian Football Federation's Health Committee is following up the latest developments of the epidemiological situation in clubs. We have not reported any dangerous health situation among the players and staff. Some players have already recovered from the virus.
According to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, no sports federation has the right to schedule international competitions or matches without having received prior authorization from the authorities.
The new season was supposed to kick off on October 24th, but the worsening of the epidemiological situation in Tunisia and the government's decision to ban all sports activities has had an impact on the agenda. We cannot confirm the final date for the beginning of the Football League.
The Tunisian government announced all official sports competitions and exhibition games will be put on hold for 15 days, with the possibility of extension depending on the health situation in the country.
The risk of infection is high, but we cannot interrupt the Premier League indefinitely. We must respect the health protocols in all sporting activities. The European leagues resumed with a strict and clear health protocol.
The situation is alarming and the COVID-19 threat is real. I'm in favor of the interruption of all sports activities in all disciplines because the rate of infection is on the rise. Public health is more important than tournaments.
There are hundreds of infection cases, including Esperance head coach Mouin Shabani and his assistant Majdi Traoui, as well as dozens of players from Esperance. Mouin Shabani left the hospital this week. Nearly all Tunisian teams have reported infections with COVID-19.
The health situation is dangerous. The virus spread quickly among players and staff in football as well as handball. Team sports are a favorable ground for infection. The sports authorities in Tunisia took the right decisions.
Experts assert that the final of the Tunisia Cup, played last weekend between Esperance and Sfax, could be a cluster and a source of the spread of the virus among players. Following the surge in the number of infections among Tunisian athletes in all disciplines, all youth and sports activities and trainings will be suspended for 15 days, with the possibility of extension of the ban. In addition, the general meetings of all sports federations will be deferred. Adnen, CGTN, Tunis.